Hello, my name is Eric Tillman, and I'm one of the candidates running for president-elect. I want to thank everyone for your support over the past couple years as I've served the board as Region 1 Vice President. It has been a crazy couple of years, but I think we've had some great successes. From my first in-person board meeting when this new virus was hitting the United States, and how we as an organization had to pivot to help our teachers. In many ways, it was different from the norm. We had many other changes, such as hiring a new CEO, revamping the board structure and committees to help streamline our organization, and to help oversee the renovation of a new logo with the input of teachers, board members, national FFA, and agribusiness. Some of my goals for our organization, if elected, would be number one, I want to make sure we're providing a quality place where ideas from the states could be housed on legislation, advocacy programs, teaching strategies, and much more. One idea I have is we could partner with the Ag Ed Discussion Lab, or something similar. Our profession is strong because we are always communicating, and we're always sharing our ideas on all levels. Communication is what makes us so great, and no other teacher group is like us. Number two, I would like our organization to provide more immersive workshops to the growing profession with such partners as the National FFA, the Council, and industry partners. These workshops could be built to be used at state or regional events, as well as our national conference. The workshops would dive deeper into topics longer than an hour, sometimes need to be up to 3 hours, on how to train your students for CDEs, utilizing SAE for all, and much more. I think our members could benefit if our organization was more involved in assisting our states at their summer updates or our regional conferences. Number three, I'd like to strengthen our mentoring program even more. The Teach Ag campaign has been a great asset over the past 10 plus years, but I think we're going to get more in retaining our teachers with the input of our new Teacher Recruitment, Retention, and Recognition Committee, which I believe will be an enormous tool for the board in the future. If elected, I promise to make sure our organization meets the needs of our teachers, that we are advocating for agricultural education, and we are strengthening our outreach, not only on the national stage, but to the local teachers, so they can see how being an NAAE member is beneficial. If you have any questions this week, please come and ask me. I want to thank you for considering me for president-elect, and I hope you have an enjoyable week at the NAAE convention. Thank you.
Agricultural education is in my blood. My grandfather was a longtime agriculture teacher, and the passion he had for his career and the pride he took in his students is something that was passed on to me. I'm Robin McLean, and I'm running for NAAE President-elect. In 2013, when I was the Association for Career and Technical Education Teacher of the Year, my keynote address focused on telling our stories. Nearly a decade later, the value of telling our stories continues to ring true, and NAAE helps us tell our stories by providing resources, building and treasuring relationships, and creating strategies to keep the relevance of agricultural education in today's ever-changing world. I would kick off that keynote address by saying, it's not my grandfather's vocational agriculture anymore. And it certainly isn't. We continue to grow and encompass a vast scope of agriculture. Pappy and I were both members of the Professional Organization for Agriculture Teachers. In his time, it was the National Vocational Agriculture Teachers Association. When I paid my life membership dues, it was the National Association of Agricultural Educators. Change happens, and in between our two memberships, it happened and continues to do so. One of the changes that I've seen is what we call leadership roles in the organization. As an early teacher, I was elected to serve as Region 6 alternate vice president. Fast forward to 2016, where I was elected as the regional secretary. Two different names with similar responsibilities for the organization. I believe in the value of service to help create and sustain changes that will keep us relevant as the world of education moves forward. Sustainable change takes member voice. One of my goals is to develop enhanced strategies for clearer communication to provide necessary supports for members. This will help the member voice continued to be a valued part of NAAE for professionals at all stages of their career. One of the aspects of communication I hope to explore is ways to keep us connected as communities of practice once did. Connecting our members to valuable resources is a benefit of NAAE. Relationships are another key component of sustainable change. It was the relationship building and networking that I experienced at my first conference as a pre-service teacher that hooked me on the value of the organization. I felt the sense of family NAAE offered and felt that I could become a support and gain support through membership in the organization. We've done a good job at NAAE with the Teach Ag program to help recruit new teachers. However, another goal I have is creating strategies to help retain members in the profession. When I was named Outstanding Young Member, I recall being told about this award recognizing us to keep us in the profession. Within 2 years, 2 of the 6 of us regional winners had left the classroom. After a brief stint as state staff, I returned to the classroom because I knew that's where my heart was. The Accelerate program was created a decade ago to help retain teachers. I believe we can build on the value of that by developing a mentoring program for mid to late career teachers. It's not just our younger teachers that can benefit from mentoring. Over the past 3 years that I have served on the board, we have faced challenging decisions, had to find balance between external forces and moving the organization forward, and embrace the excitement that comes with a branding change. Change happens. I hope to be able to serve you as president-elect to help shape the decisions for sustainable change as NAAE continues to be a leader for providing resources, building relationships, and keeping agricultural education relevant. I truly believe we have the best career ever.